for watching the Cycling Day.
Hello and welcome. Today we will look at the final part of the first stage of this year's Vuelta Andalucía, a race that Jakob Fuglsang, who introduced this video, actually won last year. We joined the race with 13 kilometers to go, with the breakaway having a 26-second lead on the remaining riders from the peloton, and Loic Wichen of Wanty Group Gobert is the lead rider. And if we jump forward to 11.3 kilometers to go, his lead has been shrunk to only a mere few seconds. And we can see the chasers in the background. 200 meters later, Landa of Bahrain McLaren puts in a venomous attack, with only Jakob Fuglsang choosing to follow him. And this scenario is something that happened in the Tour de France last year, where Landa actually rode Fuglsang off his wheel. However, Fuglsang had crashed on the first stage and was still feeling after effects of that. But it looked like this wouldn't be the same case, and it looked like this could be the winning move of the day. With 10 kilometers to go, we can see that the chasing group is actually really small, and it's made up of several different teams, including Movistar, Astana, Mitchelton Scott, and Jumbo-Visma. With just over 3 kilometers to go before the top of the climb, Jakob Fuglsang and Mikel Landa put in a very good effort together to actually extend the lead over the chasers. And with 8.5 kilometers to go, they have a 28-second lead. And we can just see the real damage that they've actually put in to the chasing pack. And Soler is actually struggling to keep on the wheel of the chasers. With 7.5 kilometers to go, the lead is stretched out to 40 seconds, and Soler is actually still hanging on. And if we look at the front of the group, we can see Andre Seitz working for his captain, Jack Haig of Mitchelton Scott. And it's quite rare to actually see a Kazakh not being part of Astana. Andre Seitz was actually a domestique in Astana. But we can see that Bahrain McLaren are already on his wheel and trying to break up whatever chase could form. With 500 meters before the summit, the duo has a 46-second lead, and it's really showing that the group behind them are not as strong as Mikel Landa and Jakob Fuglsang. It's a very dangerous pair to let go this early on in the stage race. And yeah, we're nearing the top here, and Landa just taking a very strong turn, but we can actually see that Landa is bobbing from side to side more than Jakob Fuglsang, so it looks like Jakob Fuglsang is actually the stronger rider here. And right at this moment, we can see the top where the mountain points are, and Jakob Fuglsang sees that as well. And he hastily just passes Landa just to nick the points just in time. And then we embark onto the descent. And if we're going to look at these two riders, we could say that they're probably similarly matched on long climbs. But on the descent, I would actually favor Jakob Fuglsang, as he actually has a background in mountain biking, and only riders that have been part of mountain biking during their career have better skills downhill. And we can see that Landa is actually doing a really good turn at the front, but it also looks like Jakob Fuglsang is eager to get on the front. When Jakob Fuglsang gets to the front, we can see the speed increases substantially, as even the motorbike is struggling to follow. With 3.4 kilometers to go, the duo have a lead of more than 1 minute over the chasing group, and Jakob Fuglsang has actually opened up a small gap of maybe a second over Landa. And again, it's just illustrating that he is the better descender of the two. However, Jakob Fuglsang actually sits up when it becomes a bit flatter, as he knows he can get a few more turns out of Mikel Landa. But if we are judging this by who looks stronger, it's actually Jakob Fuglsang. But that's only judging by the descent and those few moments at the top of the climb where we actually saw Landa bobbing. If we fast forward to the Flamme Rouge, we can see the duo actually met with 3 motorbikes designed to clear the path and actually show where they're going. However, they're coming in so fast that the motorbikes can't actually get away from them and are actually hindering Landa and Fuglsang, which is just disgraceful to see, really. And again, motorbikes should not be used in descents, as bikes are so much faster. Anyway, we get on to the last 800 meters of the stage, which is the cobbled climb. And in this case, if I was Landa, I would be quite worried, as Jakob Fuglsang showed last year that he is actually a really good puncher, as he was second in Flèche Wallonne, only to Alaphilippe, and he won Liège-Bastogne-Liège with a really venomous attack. So if I was Landa, I would actually get to the front right now, because Landa isn't really known for being a punchy rider. But they're just looking at each other, and they still have a lead of 1 minute and 5 seconds with 250 meters to go over the chasing group. But at this stage, they could just really ride for it to get that few extra seconds into the GC bank. But they choose not to. But coming into the leading straight, Jakob Fuglsang gets to the front. We can see that he closes the door to Landa on the left-hand side and on the left-hand side for us. And then he goes to the right-hand side of the road. So he closes the door basically for Landa. And I think at this point he realizes that he can just go for it. And in the last few meters, he actually distances Landa quite a bit. And Landa's just struggling to basically get on Jakob Fuglsang's wheel. And it's not an easy win, but he takes it quite comfortably and opens up what I believe to be 4 or 5 seconds on Landa. The chasing group come in not that far behind, so they really eradicated that minute, and that makes me question whether the minute was actually right on the road. And Dylan Teuns, who's actually from Bahrain McLaren, comes in 25 seconds after Jakob Fuglsang. That's it for the stage. I really hope that you've enjoyed the video. This is only the first stage of Vuelta Andalucía, so it's going to be a really good race. Jakob Fuglsang won it last year. It's actually his first race of the year. So he's actually 100% winning streak right now. So thank you very much for watching. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and we'll see you next time.